So look, your options to make six figures in 2024 are now limited, and not financially, because to generate $10,000 to $50,000 per month, especially in the world of online business, is surprisingly easy. But what's the good in that without true time freedom? Money is out there in abundance, but time, it is not even close. Now picture this moment. You've started a new venture with all of the right resources right in front of you to earn $250,000 per year in profit without ever needing to even turn up at a desk. Along with that, once everything is set up, you have a team in place handling your day-to-day, and you're spending at most 2 hours a week just checking over things. It is truly the dream. And in most business models, it is not physically possible. But this dream turned into reality with me, except it wasn't just $250,000, it was $3 million. And with this sudden success, Forbes quickly published my story and outlined that I officially started and grew the biggest digital management agency in the entire world. What I found was simply the best blue ocean business model to start right now, because for the first time after my 10-year entrepreneurial journey, I truly no longer had to trade time for money. So today, let me show you exactly how to bring that picture into your life, guaranteed, without sacrificing your time or dignity, in a simple 5-step process, which literally turned me 4 figures of profit in the first 48 hours of getting started, and more than 5 figures in profit after just the first week. This information is extremely important to understand. So rather than me talking with my face to camera, I'm going to run you through a presentation which I've prepared for you, which literally goes into everything. In the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you how we built the fastest growing OnlyFans management agency with over 1,000 models under management, and how we've also helped other people start their own OF agencies, and how they've been able to make over 100K a month in profit within just 6 months from starting. Here's what we're going to cover in this video. How I built the biggest OF agency in the world. I'm going to reveal the story of how it all started, how I recruited the first model, how much she made, and much more. I will be showing you through examples of models which have generated me consistent passive profits day in, day out, without even needing to do X-rated content. And I'll also show you how to recruit these models capable of generating 5 figures per month each for your own agency. I'm going to reveal to you other people who I've helped set up agencies for and how much they're earning, so you can see what a typical OF agency owner earns. Then I'm going to get into how you can do it, and I'm going to go over a simple 5-step OF profit system that is working right now, and you're not going to want to miss this, because those who get in now are going to have the crucial first movers advantage. And finally, we will go over how you can get the ball rolling starting today, and a special offer to potentially even get your very own OF model for free. Now, I've never actually told this story anywhere else before about how I actually got started with this whole OF management thing. So let me take you back. The year was 2020. I'd been grinding at university from 2013 all the way to 2019, and after burning the midnight oil for 7 years straight, putting in the hard work, working part-time to just get by and, barely pay the bills, I finally got that shiny piece of paper. I thought this was it. I would finally be making a good salary. After all, I was a fairly smart student and graduated with first-class honors. And I went to so many job interviews, and I got one of the best positions you could get as a 23-year-old fresh out of university. And you want to know what I got? A lousy $80,000 before tax. After figuring it all out and after paying back my student loans, I was not even close to making $1,000 a week, and that was barely enough to cover my day-to-day. I was waking up at 6 a.m. each day, getting home at 6 p.m., barely enough time to eat, sleep, and just do it all over again. And I was the hardest worker there. I won't go into the details of it all, but I was practically doing my boss's job for him. I was doing all of the computer stuff for him, as he wasn't too good with computers. And in the modern world, it's all online and it's all on computers. I was putting in the work, promised promotions, and got absolutely nothing in return. And I just about thought that this was my lot in life. And then one day, I got a call from one of my friends who I was doing online digital marketing businesses with before I made the mistake to pursue a career in engineering, the traditional path. Now, I can't remember the exact details of this phone call, but he essentially told me that he had this new business idea and he wanted my help to grow it. I asked him why he needed my help, and he said that he thought I'd be a good partner for this new business idea he had. You see, we had been together at university, but he dropped out because he was literally making more money on the internet than all of our professors, and he was only 19 years old at the time. He told me about this new opportunity with OF. I mean, of course I knew what it was, but I just didn't believe just how much money there was to truly be made with it. So he ran through the numbers with me, and it all sounded honestly too good to be true. From the numbers he went through, I realized that this business could easily make $100,000 a month in literally 90 days from getting started, all in profits too. And this was crazy news to me. I mean, I wasn't even making $5,000 a month, let alone $100,000 a month. He said he had already got 2 models on OnlyFans on board, and he was showing me all of the money that had been made in just 2 weeks. So I said, you know what? I've got nothing to lose. Let's do it. So I kept working my job and started doing this on the side. Now, I knew this girl from Tinder, right? Her name was Michelle. We didn't really have any romantic spark, but we were good friends. I invited her to my house and I explained the business model to her. I told her that as the OF manager, I would keep 50% of her account's earnings. I would do all of her marketing, manage her account, essentially do all the hard stuff, and all she had to do was take a couple pictures once a day, about 10 to 15 minutes work per day, max. She agreed, and to her surprise, I already had a talent management agreement drawn up that my friend had given me. She quickly signed the talent management agreement without hesitation, knowing that I would keep 50% of all of her earnings every single week. I helped her create her OF account, and she provided me with the login details, and I helped her to add in the link to her bio on Instagram and to do a story where I just showed her how to promote her new account on Instagram. I said that I would be her personal account manager, which I was for a couple weeks before we turned into a real company. And we'll get into that in a few minutes. But what happened next, I genuinely could not believe. I was shocked. Within just 1 hour, she already had 50 fans and 10 messages coming in from guys that knew her from high school wanting content from her. In just 2 days, being 48 hours, I had generated more than a whopping 2,000 USD. This was like 3,000 AUD. And with my 50% cut, this was $1,500. Cash was flying around left, right, and center. It was genuinely madness. And this was only for one account. And then suddenly, it all came to me in an instant. I had realized that I could help any girl who was willing to commit just 15 minutes a day to make content, personally put in minimal work, and make 1, 2, 5, even 10,000 a month in management commission per client. Literally any girl. And if I recruited a supermodel, multiply that by 10. So I said to myself, if I can manage one account and make 2,500 USD in a couple of days, I could build a team of offshore managers for $5 an hour and manage 1,000 accounts, and I would make multiple tens of millions of dollars per year. So you want to know what I did next? Well, I did exactly that. I instantly quit my job. We officially incorporated our company, named it Banks Management, and well, the rest is history. Within just 4 short months, we became the biggest OF management agency in the entire world. Big players in the game caught wind of what we were doing and interviewed us, and before we knew it, we were in all the major press articles such as Forbes, New York Weekly, Entrepreneur, LA Wire, and more. And this was for generating over $3 million in revenue in the first 90 days of getting started. So I built out version 1 of our management system so that we could easily manage about 100 girls, really with not too much effort at all from the founders of the company. If each model simply made $3,000 each, which is just $100 per day, I would be making more than $100,000 a month in profit. With $3,000 per model, my management fee would be $1,500 per model. Now, $3,000 is surprisingly easy to achieve. So let's see why. Let's assume a girl has 60 fans on her OF account, each paying $10 per month to subscribe to her OF profile. This is $600 in recurring revenue. Now, what we find is that on an account, typically 20% of the revenue comes from subscriptions and 80% comes from direct messages between the fans and the model and requests for custom content. So this would be $2,400, $600 from subscriptions and $2,400 from messages. Add this up, that is $3,000 per month. Now, just to show how possible this is, it is not uncommon at all to have a gallery of, say, 6 pictures in a bikini by a pool sold for $50, or a custom video sold for $100. Literally just a couple pictures per day sold by custom request, or just 1 to 2 videos maximum will easily net the model more than $100 per day in extra paid revenue. With 100 models under management, I would have a management revenue of $150,000, which is at 1,500 times 100 models. Do you see how that works? So to manage 100 models, this required about 15 virtual assistants, and this cost me a grand total of $15,000 per month and a couple senior account managers who were onshore in Australia. After all of this, I would be left with at least $100,000 in profit, and this is truly conservative. Then, my thought was that if I simply 10x'd this output and recruited 1,000 girls, I would be making more than $1 million a month cash profit wired straight into my bank account each and every single month. So, I built up a list of influencers and set up pay-per-click campaigns and ran marketing to a Telegram channel where I had salespeople sign up girls to join OF. Before I knew it, we were signing up 20 new models every single day. And I pay my team of offshore employees $5 per hour to manage the accounts and post to social media and chat to the fans. And you might be thinking, there is so much cost involved in this business, right? If you're making that sort of revenue, nope. Except for paying for a few email addresses, there's really no other cost involved in this business. The profit margins are insane. I went from struggling to living a king's lifestyle in literally 90 days. It had all turned around. This is the holy grail of online money. I mean, let's be honest here. Men always have and always will want to interact with women, and they are more than happy to pay for it, even if it is only online. And here's the best part. I'm not greedy. I've made this much in such a short amount of time, and I've figured that by having hundreds of partners run similar agencies, I can make even more money, and so can you. This is where you come in, and this is why you're likely watching this video right now. Some people in my network, they'd asked what I was doing, and I told them how I was making all of this money. We eventually came to an agreement whereby I would help these people start up their OFM agencies, and as thanks, they would provide me with 30% of their profits. Now, I helped them with everything from setting up the foundations to recruiting models to hiring and training virtual assistants, building promotional strategies for their models, and even training their models under management. And I said I could do one better. I wouldn't just show them how to get models. I had too many models to handle. I could even give them models. And it's not just myself I've been able to do this for either. Something this good, something this powerful does not go unnoticed. So I'm a part of some business networks, and I had some lawyers, accountants, even Australian Football League superstars ask me if I could help them build their own agencies, even if they just had 10 models under management. They wanted into this cash cow business. So I partnered with them on a 70-30 profit split where they would take the lion's share every single month. This is the best thing on the internet because this industry will never die. I will still be around doing this in 5 years. And if you're still watching this video, chances are that you want to as well. So what I've done here is I've collected some screenshots of some of the models who we have under management right now at Banks Management. I'll show some of our top earning models and also some of our more moderate earning models. So right now it is the middle of February 2024 as I make this video. And as you will see from the following screenshots, they are all completely up to date. So let's quickly run through some of the dashboards of the models that we have here at Banks Management. Now keep in mind, I'm not going to reveal their surnames for confidentiality reasons. But firstly, here we have Alyssa MA with a bit over $1 million made in 4 years. Brittany SO with a bit over 500K made in under 1 year, as you can see from this graph. Jessica HO with $25,000 made in just her first month. Ashley Teo with $5,700 made in her first couple of months on OF. Caitlin CEO with $30,000 made in just under 4 months. Katrina BR with $60,000 in her first month. Michelle ME with $750,000 made on OF in just 3 years. And remember, the OF managers keep 50%. With earnings like these, it should be clear why people want it in, especially with the bank system being the most ethical online talent management company in the world. Most of our models do not even do X-rated content. And that applies for within banks and also the models at our partner agencies who are using our exact same copy-paste system. Now, speaking of those people who own our partner agencies, I can't share too much info about these people because they don't exactly want me revealing on the internet that they have one of these modeling agencies due to its slightly taboo nature. And that's totally fine, as most of our owners operate these companies quite anonymously. So I will be using aliases, but here are just some of our successful clients. First off, we have Adam. He used to operate as a remote salesperson and he had ebbs and flows in his income. His only real skill was talking to people. And now, after just 6 months of running his OFM agency, he generates $70,000 a month in OFM revenue and keeps about $50,000 every single month. He was juggling this in his sales role, but once he got the wheels rolling, he employed a general manager in his agency, and now he just sits back and collects the profits. Second, we have Melanie. She was an accountant and was tired of the boring day-to-day and wanted an exciting business rather than just looking at numbers on a spreadsheet all day. She got started with her OFM agency, actually recruited some of her friends as models from day one, and used our recruiting processes to acquire about 40 extra models over the last 3 months. Now she's got about 50 models and she has generated passive profits. Her last month was $57,832 in profit, and she is now investing her profits into expanding her property portfolio. Third, we got Phil. He is a corporate lawyer who specializes in litigation. He had a lot of liquid cash flow and started strong out the gate, employing a full team from week 1. He started off with 50 models, and in just 3 months, he is already generating $60,000 in monthly profits. He has been a lawyer all of his life, so he still works as a lawyer because he essentially has automated his OFM business to the point where he only needs to spend a couple hours a week on it, as his general manager handles everything else for him. Now, I know what you're thinking. How does this help me? How can I have an OnlyFans agency too? And I get it. So what I'm going to do, as promised, is I'm going to share with you right now exactly how I built my agency step by step. So without any further ado, let's get into it with our 5-step profit system. First, we have the background work and initial setup of your agency. Second, we have the sales and marketing, which is essentially just recruiting models. Third, we have onboarding and logistics. Fourth, we have account growth. And fifth, we have automated messaging and management. Keyword there is automated. So let's dive straight into the 5 steps in detail. Step 1, background work and initial setup. This business model just makes money. You want to be legitimate from day one. Just because it's the adult industry does not mean you can operate this like it's some side hobby. It is a real business. Then we get to registering and setting up all of your software that you'll need for this business. We plan to make money fast, so from day one, we are ready for massive scale. Finally, we build your website based on a proven to convert funnel to attract models, which has had more than 1 million eyeballs over the template. The website that is built, it just works. Step 2, sales and marketing, which is just recruiting models. So the first step of marketing to recruit fresh talent is that we develop all of your marketing assets so that your prospective clients see your agency straight away and immediately have extremely high interest to learn more about what you do and how, most importantly, you can help them make money on the OF platform. Then we set up all of your sales and marketing automations and hire your $5 an hour sales team so that you don't need to be recruiting models one-on-one and wasting your precious time. The way we pitch this to the prospective new models to join your agency, any moderately attractive girl just signs up. It is a genuine no-brainer with our sales scripts. Then we further develop your recruitment methods. We have 13 in total to choose from. And whilst not exhaustive, We have automated referral flywheels, automated PPC advertising, and influencer shout-out methods so that you can get quick wins and build up your agency fast, just like we did at Banks. Now, step 3 is onboarding and logistics. This business model works and is such a scalable model because of the immense attention to detail placed on systemization and automation. We automate everything, and that starts with the onboarding process once a model joins the agency. We set up literally everything to be automated, from payments to management processes and the introduction into the OF management agency and how they do their part and how we do our part. We even give the models an entire video training to help them do their job as best as possible. We teach them how to post pictures and make their Instagram look nice. We give you the exact same training, so you literally just copy paste it, give it to your models, identical to how we do it at Banks. We also automate all the boring tracking and business stuff so that there is zero logistical nightmares. Everything is done on certain days in a specific order to ensure that there is the least time effort and the maximum output for your company. This takes us to step 4, which is account growth. So then we work on growing the model's accounts. We have a step-by-step implementation system for our account managers to follow with different action tasks on different days, Monday to Friday and across the weekend. It is highly structured, systematic, and easy to follow, and that is why it works. The mindset behind this is that it is akin to a training manual for a McDonald's, where they literally teach teenagers how to essentially operate those businesses that pull in millions of dollars a year. It has literally been designed to be that simple and standardized to guarantee new fans every single day for the models that you just have brought into your agency in perpetuality. We also have different optional action tasks for the models to follow if they really want to crack their account and shoot for those 5K, 10K, even $20,000 months, like making TikTok videos related to hundreds of viral templates, which we update in our internal growth system at Banks, which all of our partners have access to, copy, paste. We even show you how to install 9 different upsell offers. It's very simple. Your models provide you with an extra $100 per month, and that allows you to hire another account growth specialist who makes extra profiles for them on platforms like Reddit, Tinder, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and more. They implement the automated promotion methods for you, and all they need to do is just receive a few extra pictures from the model, and then your staff, being the virtual assistants, implement our secret scaling and promotional methods. And this allows the girls to generate hundreds of extra fans per month. And this means more subscription revenue and more tips on the girls' account. You win on the front, you win on the middle, and you win on the back. And better yet, so do your models under management. It is a win-win-win scenario. And this takes us to step 5, which is automated messaging and management. This is the best part of all. We train $5 an hour account managers to sit on the model's accounts who are trained at one thing and one thing only: extracting as much cash as possible from the fans. So the chatter account managers are trained to sound exactly like the girls, so all of the customers believe that they are speaking to the actual girl, the real deal. They have hundreds of templates and go through 40 hours of training before they are even allowed to touch a model's account. And this is the huge reason why the models make so much money. We ensure that their subscribers don't unsubscribe from their OF page, and more fans are joining each and every single month. And once you scale your business hard, or if you just want to be 100% hands off from day one, we have a full job training for a senior account manager. This can be onshore or offshore, and they literally manage everything for you. They conduct daily meetings with your account managers, they audit all of your models' accounts, and they ensure that every account manager is hitting their KPIs. They even do one-on-one calls with your highest performing models to make sure that they are doing the best job possible that they could ever do. Now, I'm sure you have already figured out that you aren't going to be the person frantically sitting down at your computer and managing 50 OF accounts every single day. That's not efficient and obviously doesn't work. So we have a system in place where within just 2 days, you can hire a full team of 10 plus account managers from the Philippines, which literally only cost you $5 an hour. They have a training course which they go through and then have to pass an OFM exam to be eligible to work at your OFM agency. We train them on everything like how to grow accounts, how to manage 10 accounts at once. They cost you no more than $200 a week, and they can manage up to 10 models at once, making thousands of dollars per week. I'm sure you can see exactly why the profit margins here at this business are just so damn high. I'm talking above 80% margins. And well, that is it. That is the 30,000 foot overview of how we grew Banks to be the biggest OF management agency in the world, and how we have helped dozens and dozens of other entrepreneurs grow their OFM agency to 30,000, 50,000, even $100,000 per month profit businesses within just 90 days of getting started. Now, I'm going to give you two options. Option number one, you can go to Google and try and do this yourself. Learn how to build all the systems, recruit models, hire staff, train staff, retain talent, and all of that. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Or option two, you can partner with Banks Management under a one-time initial payment and profit share arrangement, exactly like how an individual owner of a McDonald's franchise operates. And I can also help you out with a head start and give you some models who are in the waiting list at Banks, and I will help you build your very own OFM management agency within 90 days or less from right now to be making huge passive profits. Now, just to clarify once again, here is exactly how it works step by step. You will get the exact copy-paste organization structure we use here at Banks to manage over 1,000 models. We will show you how we suggest hiring new employees as you go from 10 to 50 to 100, even to 500 or 1,000 models. This means you don't need to think about how to structure your business. You just hire your VAs and they do the rest. We give you the copy-paste job posts and where to hire these people so you can save time and effort and don't need to go through some rigorous shortlisting process. All of your staff complete a training and an exam for their role, and this self-qualifies everything. These systems took us months to perfect, and you will be handed it on a silver platter. So in case it wasn't clear, we give you the exact same training manual that all of our staff have. We have 7 core job roles within this company, and all of them have their own special training manual. This means you don't need to figure out what they do, and you don't need to spend the time, money, or effort in creating these templates and trainings for your virtual employees. Similarly, we also give you the full automations to the back end of your business, including all spreadsheets, KPI monitors, and such. So you don't need to build your business systems. They are all set, ready to go from day one. All you need to do is monitor it. And if you're too busy or don't want to put in the effort, this is where it gets better. We even help you hire a general manager who can do all of this for you whilst you just sit back and collect the profits. This is how smart business owners work. Let's think about it. Do you think the people making millions and tens of millions of dollars a year in any business are working in the business? No, they're working on the business, and they have other people do the hard work for them. And it is the exact same thing with the Banks Management OFM licensing system. On top of this, we give you the same training our 1,000 plus models are given when they sign up, so that you can be confident that when a new model joins your agency, they watch a simple training and know exactly what to do. You and your employees don't need to sit there calling up models every single day. They just watch the training and upload content to your company's folder. It's literally as systemized and simple as that. Finally, we give you a business owner's license manual, exactly the same as how McDonald's gives their franchise owners a step-by-step copy and paste plug and play manual. We give you the same, so you know the A to Z of how to guaranteed run an OFM agency to make 5 figures a month in profit per month. Once again, guaranteed. I also forgot to mention, we truly want you to succeed. So as a part of our license program, you have 5 years worth of dedicated 24/7 support and your own personal one-on-one OFM coach who will be with you every step of the way. They have been with Banks since the early days, so you can ring them up, message them, or hop on a video call, and they will promptly help you with literally any question you may have, whether it's about marketing, sales, finance, or operations. They can help. We also have a pre-recorded over-the-shoulder view into a case study of what it takes to grow a successful agency to $30,000 in profit in over just 45 days. Also, if you're too busy, we do have an optional element where if you are a good fit to partner with us, we won't just give you the plug and play systems, We will actually do it for you. So you are handed over an agency ready to make profits with a team of staff ready to roll. And finally, we have an option for people really looking for a head start. So Banks is able to recruit models for you on your behalf and seamlessly onboard them into your agency for the most stress-free process as possible. To summarize, for the Banks Management Licensee Program, you are going to get access to the following: a plug-and-play hiring and training manual for every member of your staff that you need, a video training for every single member of staff that you need, all automations and systems plug and play, video training teaching models how to generate $10,000 or more per month, a business owner's license instruction manual, 5 years worth of one-on-one support from the licensee success team, and a case study of successful growth to $30,000 or more in profit. Also, we've got an optional build out of your agency done for you. And finally, an optional done for you model recruitment. So you don't even need to worry about recruiting your own models. They will be there ready to work from day one. We are confident that this works. So all of this, it is protected by a 12-month money-back guarantee. So if you don't make your money back, we will send you $1,000 on top of the initial investment you make, no questions asked. And this is written, guaranteed in your licensing agreement, written in plain and clear English. My lawyers, they literally called me crazy for doing this, but we know we can guarantee this income because the system, well, it just works. McDonald's owners know that they will make money, and it is the exact same here too. We know this might sound too good to be true, but it is. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then here's what I want you to do. Around this video, there will be a button. I want you to click it and you will be taken to a page where you will be able to schedule into my team's calendar. You need to make sure the calendar is reflected in your time zone so you do not miss the call. Once you've scheduled your call, you will be redirected to this page where you will have even more information on this offer, including a pitch deck, more examples of models accounts, and so much more information so you can make an educated decision to see if this program is for you. So I want to thank you for sticking around to this point. I just want to remind you that in 2024, you must act critically because your options are running thinner by the day. These results are here for the taking. And on that note, I'll look forward to seeing you on the inside.